Hi everyone, welcome back to Ramblers Inc. Today we're going to be reacting to Arrival, which stars Forrest Whitaker, Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, and Dennis Villeneuve. Villeneuve, sorry. But interestingly enough, he's directed the Dune movies and Blade 2049.
Blade Runner,
And
you mean?
Sicario, I think. Blade Runner, yeah, what did
Yeah, I
I
was
say?
on Blade 2049? There's no Blade 2049. Okay, I don't think I haven't seen any of them, but obviously he's a big director, then, seeing as he's been able to handle those movies. I don't think we've seen any Amy Adams movies in this, or Jeremy Renner, even though I have seen like his stuff in the Marvel movies, and I can't remember any Forrest Whitaker movies off the top of my head now. But I've seen the poster for this, and it doesn't give that much away. We know it's an alien movie, and it looks like there's a massive cylinder on Earth or something like that. And there's a tagline of "Why are they here?" And that's about it.
I think the only poster I saw was with Amy Adams holding like a sign saying "human," and I was like, well, that doesn't really give much.
So we know it's a sci-fi movie, basically. I don't think we have any more information apart from that. Big director, big actors, alien movie. Let's see what happens. Arrival. Let's check it out.
I used to think this was the beginning of your story. Memory is a strange thing. It doesn't work like I thought it did. You're so bound by time, by its order.
Oh. Is that her baby? Here's her baby.
I love you. I hate you!
Oh, damn. It's just about her daughter growing up. Oh no.
Cancer?
It looks like her.
Come back to me.
Oh shit, that's messed up.
She's so young though.
I mean, if it's leukemia, then ages.
No, that's also true, yeah.
That's
quite a messed up start.
There are days that define your story beyond your life. Like the day they arrived.
The aliens? How do you shift from that to aliens?
Today we are talking about Portuguese and why it sounds so different from the other Romance languages.
What shows she's a professor of language?
Dr. Banks, can you turn the TV to a news channel?
Oh, that's tense.
More objects like this have landed at as many as 8 other locations around the world.
Oh wow, okay.
This is worldwide. It is happening right now.
Oh my god, I'd absolutely freak out. I would shit it.
If this is some sort of peaceful first contact, why send 12? Why not just 1?
Okay, so there's 12.
There were 8. Like literally whenever she left the college. Why would you go back to work when there's foreign objects on the Earth?
Because it's not doing anything. It's not made contact or anything. It's just there. Although no one else has gone to
Yeah, I was going to say no.
I'm Colonel G.T. Weber. 2 years ago, you did some Farsi translations for Army intelligence. You made quick work of those insurgent videos.
You made quick work of those insurgents.
Damn.
I have something I need you to translate for me.
Why are you here?
It's like an animal sound, like chuffing.
Yeah.
Now you heard it.
But how are you supposed to make anything out?
How would you approach translating this? You hear any words?
No, I didn't.
It's like just sounds. How would you?
I don't know.
It's like asking how to translate what a tiger said.
Yeah.
I can tell you that it's impossible to translate from an audio file.
Yeah.
I would need to be there to interact with them.
You didn't need that with the Farsi translations.
I didn't need it because I already knew the language.
Yeah, that's common sense, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
This is a new language.
How are you supposed to translate it? There are no markers.
Going to ask Danvers next.
Maybe.
Before you commit to him, ask him the Sanskrit word for war and its translation.
Interesting.
Gavesty. He says it means an argument. What do you say it means?
A desire for more cows.
Next base.
Give me 20 minutes.
We take off in 10.
Is that another way of saying he doesn't know the thing?
It doesn't know the translate. Yeah.
That's quite dangerous as well, because if someone is actually saying something that's not hostile and you interpret it as hostile,
Yeah.
you're in a world of
You've essentially messed it up.
Mm-hmm.
Language is the foundation of civilization. It is the glue that holds the people together. It is the first weapon drawn in a conflict.
Very true.
What's wrong?
Nope.
What's wrong?
Savage.
Well, the cornerstone of civilization isn't language, it's science.
Okay, so
Okay, makes sense.
List of questions that, go over, starting with a series of just a handshake binary sequence.
How about we just talk to them before we start throwing math problems at them?
I love that. It's like, can we acquire your technology?
Whoa.
Looks like an egg.
Yeah, kind of.
The air doesn't seem to circulate inside the chamber, so after about 2 hours, you run out of oxygen.
Why don't you wear suits when you go in to interact with them?
Have they responded to anything? Any shapes, patterns, numbers, Fibonacci?
We can't tell what they're saying when they respond to hello. So
Basics first, right?
Is there any physical contact with the Am I the only one having trouble saying?
Probably because it's
There's a wall.
pressurizing.
I do find it funny in these movies. It's like anything. It's like put a hazmat suit on. It's like the highest level of protection.
I think is the correct way to go. You don't know what you're dealing with.
It's a good precaution.
Oh, they're still quite far from it. They're
not close to it. Yeah.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Every 18 hours, the door opens up at the bottom. That's where we go in.
Oh, so they have like a.
Oh wow, they're actually going in.
They actually have a time. Yeah, that's why that other guy was like, they've only enough oxygen for a couple of hours, and then that's what he was talking about. In you go.
That goes straight through the middle of it.
How far up are we going? Oh, that's crazy.
What? How? What?
It's like it has its own gravity.
Gravity, yeah.
They're just going to float up the rest of the way. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, this is crazy.
It's such a mad concept because look behind you, isn't it? You could
just shove her.
I suppose the thing is if you've never done anything like this before, right? So it's leap of faith almost. You've got to just take that leap.
That's insane. What's the point of that?
It's like in a coal mine, so if the air becomes poisonous, then the bird will die.
Oh.
I think that's what it means. Like, they used to do that. They used to take the canaries and the
I had no
coal
idea.
mines. Oh, look, it's got legs. Loads. It's like an octopus.
Yeah, kind of. That's crazy.
It's weird. It kind of sounds like a whale.
A whale mixed with a, when a tiger chuffs, kind of like that, but it looks like an octopus, but it's surrounded by smoke.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe you can like turn it into Morse code. Maybe. Like the clicks.
Or
We've been playing back some of their sounds.
Where does that get you?
Well, they play audio back at us from an unseen source.
Well, that's a useless conversation. You're playing them back at them, and they're playing you back at you.
It's the poster.
Can they write?
I mean, can they? Do they even have eyes to read?
Good question. Well, they've had enough of that. They just bounced. Oh, that's a bit loud. Oh.
Oh, what the hell?
It is like a squid or octopus. It's like ink.
Looks like a deranged cousin it.
That's a... Okay.
What is that?
It's something that you can translate into something.
It's a visual aid.
Yeah. It's an image at least. It's a different one. Oh, at least we have language.
It's some sort of language, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's in the form of circles.
Coffee stains.
Yeah. I was going to say, it looks like, you know, when at the psychiatrist thing, they show the ink butterflies.
Oh, the Rorschach test.
Yeah.
I have to explain to a room full of men whose first and last question is how can this be used against us? So you're going to have to give me more than that.
Kangaroo.
What is that?
What?
In 1770, Captain James Cook's ship ran aground off the coast of Australia, and he led a party into the country, pointed at the animals that hop around and put their babies in their pouch.
Kangaroo?
And he asked what they were, and the Aborigines said kangaroo.
And the point is?
It wasn't until later that they learned that kangaroo means I don't understand. So,
Oh my god.
don't misinterpret things in there, otherwise this is going to take 10 times as long.
If that's true...
That is insane.
That's insane.
That is insane.
Not everyone shares our policy of being open with the aliens. Have you met General Shang? The call sign for him is Big Domino. Whatever Shang does, at least 4 other nations will follow.
You're going to teach them your name and Ian's.
Yeah, so that we can learn their names if they have names, and then introduce pronouns later.
These are all grade school words.
You start at the beginning, man. Come on. You meet a new species and the first thing you want to say to them is weapon, kill, war.
Yeah,
Are you
exactly,
what?
yeah. How did you get here? What is your purpose
Okay, this is
on
where you
Earth?
want to get to, right?
Here's the question.
First, we need to make sure that they understand what a question is. Biggest of all, we need to have enough vocabulary with them that we understand their answer.
See? Common sense.
I get it.
And that's such a simple question if you think about it.
It is.
Right. But it's more
But there are
complex
so
than
many
you think.
elements to it.
Yeah.
Don't add anything to it.
All right, calm down. And he says it, I have to explain it to a room full of men. He says it like the room full of men are toddlers. And there's no one that can apply a little bit of common sense as well.
Yeah, usually I think in those kind of situations, it's literally you are explaining it like they are toddlers. So...
Reading.
Oh, what is she doing?
Why did you do that?
They need to see me.
I know, but you could be contaminated.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose she's assuming that because the bird's okay and it hasn't died, then...
That's true. God, they're massive. Ooh.
Oh, it looks... It does look like skin, doesn't it? Like it...
It looks weird and amazing. Is it gonna... It did. It matched her.
Now that's a proper introduction.
Okay. A non-violent introduction.
Donnelly is taking off his hazmat suit. Permission to abort?
Continue the session.
What do you want to abort it for? Nothing's even remotely violent happening.
I think it was, like I said, it was the contamination element of it.
You don't even know if anything's been contaminated yet. Just chill.
True.
Ian.
Louise, you.
That's that one. And then that's that one. Right? That's what I'm assuming.
Those are their names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have names.
The other one doesn't have as many, like, things on it, yeah.
I was thinking Abbott and Costello.
I like it.
Wow. You just fly away.
I think it's like essentially they're floating.
What's that?
I know.
She remembering her daughter.
Oh.
How recent did that happen? Because she's dealing with grief and doing this at the same time.
Honey,
Why would you not just tell your daughter nothing's gonna happen? Just tell her nothing's gonna happen. It must be hard.
I think it is I think it feels like it's recent enough for her to reflect on this.
Here are some of the many things we don't know about heptapods. Greek, hepta-7, pod foot.
Oh, okay. Heptapods.
The shell emits no waste, no gas, no radiation. Assuming that the shells communicate with each other, they do so without detection.
See what I mean? Like, there's no threat. It's not leaving anything. Anything, yeah. Oh, that's
copying it.
Nah, it's quite clever.
Unlike all written human languages, their writing is semasiographic. It conveys meaning. It doesn't represent sound.
Oh, wow.
Perhaps they view our form of writing as a wasted opportunity.
Basically a higher form of communication.
Yeah.
Because unlike speech, a logogram is free of time.
Well, I didn't understand that.
Their written language has no forward or backward direction. Linguists call this nonlinear orthography.
How can it not have direction?
Imagine you wanted to write a sentence using two hands starting from either side. You would have to know each word you wanted to use, as well as how much space that it would occupy.
Uh-huh.
That's insane.
A heptapod can write a complex sentence in 2 seconds, effortlessly. It's taken us a month to make the simplest reply.
That's crazy.
That is so complex when you think about how language can be interpreted in many different ways.
Mm-hmm. But it's almost like the aliens are putting us to shame in how we communicate with each other.
Communicate.
Like, here's a more efficient way of doing it.
800,000 march on Washington to protest the government's handling of the crisis. All this and more special coverage.
See, I don't get it. What is there to protest? There's been no one's being violent. There's no radiation. There's
the same government who ruined our healthcare and bankruptcy.
It's fear. It's people like this,
We could be facing a full-scale invasion, and our president is just willing to sit back and let them waltz in.
It's fearmongers, isn't
could
it?
be.
That's what it is.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about? I know you do. What if the smartest thing we could do right now would be to give them a show of force? I'm talking about a show.
Oh, I definitely don't like this.
Yeah.
I definitely do not like these soldiers listening to this and
But it's things like that will just completely ruin people's. They're not there. They don't know what's happening. They're going to think it's some sort of weird conspiracy theory.
Yeah, but the soldiers are there.
No.
And
The
they
soldiers
looked.
are there, but
They looked like they didn't have a problem with
they
them
want to
saying
do
that.
something. Yeah.
This is tough.
The Earth is a planet.
It is, but I think she's trying to. If she treats them like children, how do you teach a child to talk or to understand certain things? I think there's that. She's trying to make that correlation.
Okay.
The show is called Mommy and Daddy Talk to Animals.
I think that's why they're showing us these clips.
I thought she's just remembering her daughter, because obviously she.
Well, it could be that as well, because she's obviously having to speak to them. She's remembering a time when she was speaking to her. It could be the other way as well.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not sure it's something I can explain.
I get what you're saying. She's remembering a time with her kid. She can probably use it for the aliens, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a mother's grieving, and while she's trying to figure it out, she's having flashbacks of her kid's life when she should be grieving.
Yeah, that's true. Also true.
I mean, I've had a few dreams, but I don't think that makes me unfit to do this job.
Oh my god, what the hell is happening?
Okay.
She's asleep.
She's dreaming. The fact that she was like,
I don't know why, because I don't even know why I got scared, because they're not even that dangerous. Like,
they're
they're
not.
obviously
That's
not.
Did you sleep?
Nope.
A little.
Liar.
Our science team is attempting to decode the sets. Something about advantage, suits, honor, and flowers.
Yeah, I didn't understand any of that.
An hour ago, China mobilized forces, and now Russia's following suit.
My,
Suits, honor, flowers. Colonel, those are all tile sets in mahjong. God, are they
What?
using a game to converse with their heptapods?
That's amazing if that's the case.
That's pretty interesting.
Let's say that I taught them chess instead of English. Every conversation would be a game, every idea expressed through opposition. Victory, defeat, you see the problem.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's a slippery slope.
If all I ever gave
It's
you
like with AI, right?
Everything's a nail.
Yeah. Oh, that's a perfect example.
Yeah.
heptapod's purpose.
Amazing. They've like re-engineered the
Managed
language.
to put it on a
again.
computer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she can type it in and it'll the computer will show them.
Can we translate that immediately?
Offer weapon.
What?
Offer weapon.
We don't know if they understand the difference between a weapon and a tool. Our language, like a call
Yeah,
is an essay.
two completely different things.
It's possible that they're asking us to offer them something, not the other way around. It's like the first part of a trade.
Colonel, the Secretary of Defense is on the line for you.
Crap.
We have to consider the idea that our visitors are prodding us to fight among ourselves until only one faction prevails.
What?
There's no evidence.
What?
Sure
What? Where'd you get that theory from?
Where would you get that from?
The British with India, the Germans with Rwanda.
You're basing that off humans doing it to each other, though. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know
They have not shown
Such-
any aggressive intent so far.
Yeah. But it's such a primitive way of thinking about it.
Yeah, it's just like we got itchy trigger fingers.
Yeah.
China and Russia are off the grid. They aren't speaking to anyone. Whatever they learned in their last session has them spooked.
Oh, wow.
These are our allies.
Colonel, you can't shut us down. Put us on radio silence.
Do it.
We received a message from the Damn it!
This is not productive.
Everyone's going to just go against each other now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just not productive at all.
China no longer trusts the aliens who want to divide us. Humanity must be protected.
Oh, God. What a numpty. I feel like this guy's going to do something stupid. They keep showing him.
The soldier?
Yeah, after that, like I said, after that conversation that they had.
What the hell is that?
That is a bomb.
This is
Why
so
would-
bad because he's stupid.
The escort units are not responding, sir.
Why not? Said security.
Yeah, the soldiers have gone
Yeah.
rogue.
They've done it themselves.
Visitor, friends, heptapods, offer, give, donate, award, technology. Give technology? Which way?
Didn't like that?
Do you think it can sense the bomb?
Oh.
Like he's telling her to
trying
go,
warn them.
go.
Go away,
Yeah.
go away, yeah, go away.
That looks insane.
Can't do it with both hands.
Oh, wow. So they're actually giving her the word to basically, so she can,
The power to do it.
yeah, to write it.
And she's seeing her daughter. Ooh.
Oh, he's helping kind of write it.
I remember she explained it before, like 2 hands on either side of a sentence.
Writing the say, yeah.
Meeting in the middle. Whoa.
There's loads of little circles now. Oh, damn, it's saving them?
Yeah, it threw them out.
But then does the gravity...
And then then
okay.
it did the gravity thing again. My God, the aliens
She
are
actually saved them.
The aliens are more friendly than our own fucking species.
Again, fear-mongering. It's the power of stupidity.
I really hope nothing happened to them. And also, if nothing happened to them, I hope they don't start now becoming violent.
Hostile, yeah,
Yeah.
because of it.
Your whole tent is on the clock to figure out whatever it is you were given up there.
What were you given?
We need to explain to them this wasn't our fault.
We can't
have
go
to
back
tell them-
inside.
We have to.
What happened in there was an attack. We can hope for the best, but I have orders to prepare for retaliation.
Oh my, retaliation.
It's more of a contingency, I guess.
Fair enough. Oh, so weird. It's like a semicircle.
Oh, is it? No, it's in the air
They're
now.
not leaving.
No, they've moved further away because they don't trust us. Yeah, it feels worse because you're the bad guy in this situation.
Yeah.
And not you specifically, as in humans.
They're positioning their military to blow the alien vessel right out of the sky. And if this happens, we can't sit around waiting for
This
retaliation.
is so stupid. You know what? It's that one question we haven't, just because we have the ability to do it to ourselves. What if there are species that aren't capable of violence, that aren't capable of being hostile?
General Shang, chairman of the People's Liberation Army, said the aliens have 24 hours to leave Chinese territory or face destruction.
It's so naive when you think about it, right?
What's this term for that thing? Like a technical term? Where we make a deal and we both get something out of it.
Compromise?
It's the same thing, isn't
More
it?
sciencey than that.
If you want science, call your father.
Damn, I thought compromise was the right answer.
Yeah,
This is one of 12. We are part of a larger whole.
Or we're one of 12 contestants for the prize.
Why do I have to talk to him? We need to talk to the other sites. We need to help them with what they've gotten from the other heptapods.
In case you don't remember, we're blacked out.
I really hope there's one person from each nation that is willing to work.
Who's thinking the same as her?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Hand it out to us in pieces. Why not just give it all over?
Well, what better way to force us to work together for once?
That is smart. They can see that we're in war. So instead, it's like put aside the differences.
Non-zero sum game.
She is kind of remembering moments.
Yeah.
Look, they're not our enemy. They've made no active aggression towards us.
Maybe this is their way of being aggressive.
It's not the question.
Their way of being aggressive is to be non-aggressive. Cool. Shut the fuck up, maybe.
Oh.
Where is she?
She is...
She's going in.
Yeah.
And they sent a little transport pod. Okay. This might be a little problematic.
Climatizing her to the atmosphere in their ship.
Oh, that looks crazy.
That is big. It's like a ghost.
Oh no.
Oh, it died.
Yeah, it's probably the bomb,
Because of the
right?
blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's sad. It's also amazing she can understand.
I need you to send a message to the other sites.
Louise has weapon. We'll assume it's saying tool, right?
Hopefully.
Use weapon. We help humanity. In 3,000 years, we need humanity help.
How can you know the future?
They help us in the future?
No, I think they'd help. We help them so that... Sorry, they help us so we can help them in the future.
This is insane.
I don't understand. Who is this child?
What?
That's your child. That was a clay model of...
And that was a bird in a cage. Louise sees future. Is that her kid from the future?
So she hasn't had... Yeah, because she's...
Weapons opens time. So her daughter dying in the beginning and all the visions, that stuff hasn't
Hang on,
happened.
wait. But she hasn't got a husband.
Correct.
And the only scientist we know is Ian.
And she said, talk to your father, he's a scientist.
Scientist. So do they end up hooking up? But then her daughter dies. So she's seen the death of her daughter?
Yeah, that's pretty messed up if that's the case. And on top of trying to figure all that out, the aliens now turned horizontal.
Honey, your daddy didn't leave you. You're gonna see him this weekend.
Okay, and it doesn't work out between them, I guess?
It's my fault. I told him something that he wasn't ready to hear.
She told him she was going
That
to
she
die.
dies.
Yeah. And so he must have distanced himself so he doesn't feel it as much, I guess. But it doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
I can't explain how I know, I just do.
This is an insane story.
Hi, guy.
And we're back.
I just realized why my husband left me.
You were married? Let's get out of here.
It is an insane storyline.
It is, yeah. Did she produce that language?
She published a book.
Yeah,
on
based
its,
on
the
on it.
heptapods language. She's going to try and get an answer from the future. Essentially.
I can read it.
That's what it feels like, right?
It's not a weapon. It's a gift.
The weapon is their language. They gave it all to us, and you really learn it. You begin to perceive time the way that they do. So you can see what's to come.
That's insane!
Time, it isn't the same for them. It's non-linear.
That's just insane. Well, hopefully we learn the language well enough so that in 3,000 years' time, we're ready.
For what?
To help them.
Fair.
And whatever they needed help with surviving. Was that what it was?
Is that their flag now? Is that what it's become?
The only reason why I'm here is to meet you in person.
Well, that's nice.
Now, 18 months ago, you did something remarkable.
What's that?
You changed my mind. You're the reason for this unification. All because you reached out to me on my private number.
Oh, wow.
Your private number, General, I don't know your private number.
Now you know.
So she basically... It is one of those, isn't it? She pulled the number.
She got the number now.
Yeah.
She got the number
Yeah.
now, and she's going to know
But
it in the present day. If you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Go call
And that's
General
what she does
Shang.
here, basically.
Go call him.
Oh man, that is a mind bender.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
I will never forget what you said.
We might need to know what you said so that she knows what to say.
You told me my wife's dying words.
What are you doing?
Oh man.
What are you doing?
Changing someone's mind.
Oh god, I can't stop
pretty
saying this.
crazy.
It is. It's just
I know,
crazy.
I know.
Yeah. This was that moment.
China is standing down.
China is stating that all intelligence they have
Bloody
received
hell.
will be shared immediately with all the other landing sites.
Wow. It took that. Finally got them unified. Look at that though. Ah!
What? Did it just...
Yeah, they're gone, I guess. That is the first time I've seen something really unique in a fiction Like in a movie where aliens leave, it's normally just hyper speed away. Yeah.
This is their essentially going into them invisible, going invisible.
And disappearing as well at the same time.
It's very similar to, you know, how they disappear in the room. That they go into the background kind of thing.
Despite knowing the journey and where it leads, I embrace it and I welcome every moment of it.
You still have something beautiful, even though it's for a short while. Oh God, you're so cute! It is him.
Yeah, it was him. Yeah.
That's crazy. Because he doesn't know.
That's what I mean. I was gonna say that afterwards.
If you could see your whole life from start to finish, would you change things?
Maybe I'd say what I feel more often. I don't know.
That's a good answer.
You know, I've had my head tilted up to the stars for as long as I can remember. You know what surprised me the most? It wasn't meeting them. It was meeting you.
Now that's a line.
It's a
I've forgotten how good it felt to be held by you.
But it hasn't happened. I know, right?
You want to make a baby?
Wow.
Yes.
Didn't change anything. And that's the end of the movie. Thoughts?
I think that's the most unique movie I've ever seen in my life. Do you know one way to explain it, and they said it in the movie, is writing with both hands and knowing how much space there is when you write everything. And the way that this is filmed is it shows you a snippet of the future. And it never really, it never tells you where the movie's going.
Do you know what's
until right at the end.
Do you know what's really amazing? Like, in the beginning, we're shown, obviously, her daughter's, Hannah's full life kind of thing. And then for large portions of the movie, we're then shown present day, and then a little bit of the future, and then a large bit of the present, and then a little bit of Hannah, the future again. And then as we go towards the end of the movie, it becomes more frequent. The future becomes more frequent. That kind of, do you know what I mean? And until it gets to a point where it's within the space of each 10 seconds, it's backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. I found that amazing. Just that it's not so much, and then as the movie goes on, we're gonna do it more and more and more. Show you.
But the funny thing is it's not the past; it's the future. So us looking at this individual and saying she's grieving, she's not. That's just how she is.
She hadn't been grieving. So she'd been given that gift. The aliens had given her the gift of seeing the future. That's what she's been seeing.
Yeah. That's beautiful because not beautiful. That's really smart writing.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful as well. It is smart writing. It's beautiful and it's sad as well at the same time because. I don't know,
yes, I mean you know that it's happening, but for the audience, you think it's already happened. It's kind of completing the circle, isn't it? It's kind of why I suppose it's kind of why they made the language is like a circle, isn't it? It's a circle with like two broken points, so it's kind of constantly going round where you're seeing, we the audience are seeing something, but it hasn't happened yet, but it is going to happen.
That's a good way of looking at it.
It's not like. You're not predicting the future. You're seeing something. Like I think the best example of that was when she was on the phone. She didn't actually know what she was going to say, but it just came to her. So it's not like, oh, it's a superpower. It's happening. Both sides of the story are happening at the same time. I don't know if I've gone off a tangent there, but that kind of makes sense.
It kind of is. They gave us
happening simultaneously.
No, it kind of is. It is a superpower. In order to, from understanding their language fully, we have been given the gift of seeing the future, which is what they wanted us to have, so that we could help them in turn 3,000 years down the line. The that was the whole point of that. And that gift that they gave her helped her look into the future.
Yeah.
As well at the same time not knowing in the future that's what she's going to need. That's the beauty about that moment.
But I think also the interesting thing about this is the emphasis isn't on the aliens as much as it is the humans, because most sci-fi alien movies, the emphasis is kind of heavily on what their impact is on us. Granted, they've given her a power, but then the goal for them was unification. They wanted them to basically stop fighting and kind of unify, and then you'll be able to help us, kind of thing. So
I'd say both ways. The goal of the aim of the entire movie was communication. Just trying to figure out. They know what they want. They want to give us something, and it's about. It's just about the entire movie is just conveying that message and all the fear and the. Go on, so you're going to say something.
No. I was going to say I feel now actually having watched the whole thing, I feel stupid. Because the way I remember I was saying to you, I was like, maybe she's thinking of how it would be like to teach a child how to talk or communicate. But that child never existed in that moment. That's the mind bender. That's the actual mind bender of it completely.
It was both of us were wrong. You were saying that she's using both to try and figure out. She's trying to use her past to try and figure out a solution for the present, and I was saying that she's just a mother grieving. It was neither of them.
It was
just her getting, and all of a sudden, just her getting a vision of something. Because of what the heptapods gave her. The concept of the aliens, everything about them, from the design to how they communicate, to the spaceship, to them leaving and their motive, and how we rarely see in movies like unaggressive, like everything about the concept of them and design and implementation is perfect. Hats off to them creating.
I was gonna say, have you ever seen a movie where, if you look at this script as a whole, there's a lot of musical moments that fill the atmosphere. They don't need to talk. It's more than there's like music or sounds that kind of make you feel something, rather than having a stretched out dialogue, or there's moments of silence, but there's music that kind of slots in and makes you feel a certain way.
Try to induce emotion either way.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the beauty of music, really, isn't it?
It is, but it's very different in this movie. I've not seen. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head if I've seen something where it does.
I know what you're saying though. It's genius the way they filled space with specific soundtracks to.
But you don't feel like the script is lacking either.
No,
that's the beauty of it. Because of the sound, you don't think, oh well, they didn't really say much, but they did say a lot. But it's
without saying a lot as well at the same time. 10 out of 10 for me, this movie. I gotta say, really in addition, obviously the one small part of us being idiots almost wrecked what was supposed to happen here as a species. But her story is sad as well at the same time. We're given a beautiful gift, but part of that gift is seeing her daughter die,
knowing that she's gonna die. I think
extremely young age, knowing that she's going to die and still going through with it, because she's a gift herself. She's beautiful, it's her daughter, and then
but the whole movie has that undertone, doesn't it? It has that sad undertone, and that's why I was like, well, how is she's obviously grieving, but like I said, it's not happening. But the mood is very monotone. It doesn't change.
I wonder if in that moment, when she's getting those visions post her daughter's death. So she's getting those visions. I wonder if in that moment she's grieving and she doesn't know that she's grieving. Just for like that moment, if it's like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it can be done. It's like.
Well, no, essentially you're feeling sad, but you.
But
you
I don't know whether
why
she's
you're
just
feeling-
having the vision or having the emotion as well at the same time, not knowing what the emotion is, which is why she was a bit more groggy, bit like, I don't know what's happening to me. Is it just in her brain, or does
that's a
she
good
get the
one.
emotions? If
That's
she
a
gets the
good one.
emotion, that's just super messed up. But this was a beautiful story. This was amazing in every aspect of the film.
It is
amazing.
I'm glad it was recommended to. I'm glad this was recommended to us.
Yeah.
It has taken us a while to get to this, but yeah, it's so unique. So unique. I think, yeah, it's just brilliant. I think it is one of those truly unique movies that we've seen. We've not seen anything like this.
Probably said insane to each other for about 20, 30 times the last half hour of the movie.
But conceptually, it is, because they're showing two timelines running throughout the entire movie, and you think it's just one long.
From the two timelines to a completely, obviously we've not seen aliens like that as well at the same time. Rarely non-hostile. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Normally that's the fun of it, isn't it? Like the alien invasion, they come to kill you. And, yeah.
This was them coming to ask for our help.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Essentially.
Yeah. Amazing movie. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the movie and our reaction to it? But other than that, please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.